Last episode, we got perhaps the worst possible news we could get in Justin Herbert missing a significant portion of the season. Normally, you'd think maybe we phone it in for a bit, but this team is 3-0, and I think as long as we can maybe hold water for these next 6 weeks while Justin Herbert is injured, maybe go 2-4, things could be looking good for the return of Herbert. And actually, we have a bye week in there, so we'll really only miss 5 games. Taking our first look here at the re-signs for the season, Josh Palmer looks like an easy trade candidate to me. He doesn't really want to be here. He's on that expiring contract, and trading him would free up more reps for Quentin Johnston, who's been a little bit more productive than Josh Palmer, although neither's had, a scorching hot start to the season. Someone who has had that is Keenan Allen. He is getting older at the age of 32, but I just think he's so reliable. Signing him for 2 more years, making him a career Los Angeles Charger. Or I guess not Los Angeles for the entire time, but a career Charger is in our best interest. And at those numbers, he wants that extra year. I don't think I want to give it to him, though. Elsewhere, we have Asante Samuel Jr., who did not want to return to us, but the Super Bowl chase tag, I think, updates at the midway point of the season. So if we have a good record by then, that interest should go up significantly, so I think we'll wait for him. The same is true of our surprise UDFA Everett Garland. I think both those guys will get much more interest if we wait a little bit, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, as we prepare for a Week 4 matchup against the Titans, defensively you gotta have your eyes on Derrick Henry, and since we are starting our backup quarterback, I think we need to help with the run game. So we're gonna be on the road, a rainy game here in Tennessee. Henry coming off that 100-yard game, and we're gonna have to see how this team can adjust to life without Justin Herbert. We picked up the Week 3 win while Herbert was injured for most of that game. It was a low-scoring affair, and I think that's probably what we're gonna have to expect from this team in the next 5 games prior to the bye. Is we're going to need to win with our defense. We're going to need to win with our run game. And the defense will be the first to take the field today. Will Levis off to a decent start just to begin the year. Maybe a little low on the touchdowns, but this is certainly not one of the elite offenses in the NFL. They can run the ball quite well, but this defense actually ranks really well against the run. So a battle of strengths here, and we kick it off with a gain of 3 to Derrick Henry. Levis to throw, finds DeAndre Hopkins for a first down. Now back to the ground from the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 there as Antoine Portis is shaken up. Luckily, wouldn't end up being anything too serious for him. Henry back on the ground, another gain of 3. So far been 3 yards a pop with him in his first few carries. Here he gets another one, and this time he'll gain a little bit extra. Also gaining the first down. From Charger territory, DeAndre Hopkins gets his second catch. It's been all Henry and Hopkins. They're 2 star vets so far, as they'll go back to Henry. Already 5 carries. We're just in the first drive. Here he gets number 6, and it's a big hole. Stiff arming Derwin James, but he still makes the tackle. Titans in the red zone. Under center. Another give to Henry. Good blocking on the perimeter. Springs him for first down yardage. Thought that one might be a loss for a moment, but the blocking held up. From the 5. One more give to Henry. It's to the 3. 8 carries, already 50 rushing yards. Titans not hiding their game plan this game at all. And then Will Levis moving to his left caps the drive off. It was all Hopkins and Henry all the way down the field, and the Titans score first. So what could we expect from the second-year signal caller out of TCU? Making his first start was solid, coming in for Justin Herbert last week. And most importantly, was able to pick up the win. And we see that again here today. Keenan Allen with a quick target, but Griffith able to jump out in front. Second down, a give to Austin Eckler. Run game going to be very important for us today. He gains 4 on his first carry. Third and medium. Going to Ian Thomas, and that one's broken up. Great play by Cam Bynum there. Maybe Ian Thomas looking for a bit of a flag, but I didn't see it. Derrick Henry, 3 more yards here to start this drive, and he gets another carry. I mean, bro, we're halfway through the first quarter. He's already in double digits. Levis from a clean pocket. Now he has to evade backwards. Ends up throwing it away. Pressure got there eventually. Back to pass once more. Rolling to his left. He's got to throw it away again. So 3rd and 10. Upcoming for the Titans. Levis gonna scramble here. Looks like he might have the first down, but Everett Garland. What a tackle there to halt his forward progress. I mean, if he falls forward, that's a first down, Tennessee. But the undrafted rookie continues to impress. A good punt would back us up to the 10 to start our second drive. Still looking for our first points. Dugan throws it to Eckler, almost picked off, but instead Eckler hauls it in. Great concentration on that catch. Now Isaiah Spiller checks into the backfield and gets a massive hole, bursting forward for 13 yards. Great blocking on that one. Empty formation here as Dugan finds a man downfield. Deshaun Dent on the reception. Gets it to the Tennessee 40. Dugan got all the time in the world. He's going to scramble for 8. Good pickup on first down. Now it's a give to Eckler. He's got the first down and more. To the 25-yard line. His 3rd carry here in this first quarter is it's now under a minute left. Rolling to his left. Dugan going deep for Quentin Johnston. No good on the pass, but there is pass interference in the end zone. The second-year wideout drawing the flag there, and we go back to the fullback dive with the tight end. This time, looks like the Titans were ready for it. 2nd and goal. Very light box. I would have run it, but we'll get the touchdown just the same. Josh Palmer on the reception. His name, of course, just added to the trade block. Maybe a touchdown reception can increase the value just a little bit. Henry breaking tackles, gaining his 7. And what will be the last play of the first quarter here. 7 apiece as we head into the second. Levis evading, but he's going down. The rookie Patterson gonna get credited for the sack, bringing up a 3rd and 15. Levis evading, throwing towards nobody there. Almost you'd think a little bit of intentional grounding, but there was a man coming back to the ball. Regardless, it's Charger football. Marquez Carnegie on that tackle, one of my favorite rookies of this class. Hooker there, forcing the incompletion on 2nd down. And here he is again on 3rd, single-handedly forcing the stop. Tennessee backed up to the 15-yard line. Derwin James setting the edge, keeping Derrick Henry for no gain. Man in motion. Back to Henry again. Gain of 2. Tennessee with a 3rd and long backed up inside their 20. Levis has a man downfield over the middle. That'll be Sharpton to the 37. Levis about to clean his pockets as you can ask for, and he finds Traylon Burks, his first reception today. Goes for a gain of 14. Gets Tennessee up past midfield. Derrick Henry, nice cut in the backfield, gets him another first down, and a Tennessee offensive lineman shaken up on the play. Short gain for DeAndre Hopkins. We'll call it 8. Play action. Going into the flat is Levis. He's got Chigakonkwo, and there's Joey Bosa in coverage. You got to love the 3-4 in this game, man. And then is that Joey Bosa covering the slot out there? I mean, I guess it worked out for us. Did he not get that second foot in, I guess? But, man, these 3-4s have our edge rushers going out in coverage way too often, man. I don't like it. And Joey Bosa's in coverage again. Now that I've seen it and I'm paying attention to it, I'm noticing that he's playing coverage more than he is rushing the passer. That's Joey Bosa, dude. I was man this bad at calling 3-4s correctly. In the end, it's going to be a very long touchdown drive by the Tennessee Titans, putting them back up on top in this game. Spiller, nice run there. Gain is 7 on his second carry. Remains in the game here. Gets another one. And make that 7 more yards. Impressive start for the running back. Wanted to give him some formations where he could get the ball, and now you're seeing why. This man is running with some urgency, breaking tackles. Averaging almost 10 yards a carry in his first 4 attempts. Eckler checks back in for this run, and now he's bouncing off guys. Gaining 9. Run game helping out a ton here as our pass game hasn't had the best of starts. Spiller back in. Stiff arms a man down inside the 25. Man, is he running excellently today. We're giving him some increased playing time, and he's showing just how much he deserves it. Thomas in the flat will gain 4 there. 4 of 8. 40 yards and a touchdown so far. For Dugan. Here, Eckler will get us about halfway towards the first, maybe a little bit more. We've got 3rd and 2, empty formation. Dugan into the flat as Ian Thomas. Making it 1st and 10. We can get a first down before the touchdown here. We're at about the 10.5-yard line. Into the flats once more. This time it's our starting tight end, Deshaun Dent, for 6. I formation. Dugan passes out of it, and he's got Jerry Dupree for the touchdown. Way too long into this game before we call Dupree's name for the first time. But of course, he comes up in a big moment with another touchdown reception. His 3rd straight game with a touchdown. Nice throw there from Will Levis on that corner out to Hopkins. Put it right between 2 Chargers defenders. Going to Hopkins again, but this time he missed on the much easier throw. Rain may be playing a factor in that one. Into the flat, Chigakonkwo will gain 5. Bringing up 3rd and 5 here. Another throw. This time it's to Henry, broken up by Ashton Davis. Receiving not really Henry's calling card. And there he couldn't quite make the catch. Chargers have a chance to do something. They'll start with a draw, though. And absolutely no urgency here. They're letting all the clock run down. That was plenty of time to do something. What a block there by Daniel Lopez on this draw. And now I bet the Chargers are wishing they had a bit more time. At the 40-yard line, they wasted half the clock between that first and second run play, and Jerry Dupree was open. Jerry Dupree was open, but Dugan was getting spooked out by the pressure. And then a minimal gain here is going to waste a timeout, and it's 3rd and 6. This might be the worst 2-minute drill I've ever seen in my life. Dugan, he's picked off on 3rd and 6. Oh boy. Well, that caps it off. Probably the worst 2-minute drill I've seen Madden execute ever. My goodness. And we've got the glitchy replays. You love to see it. So now Tennessee has a chance to make something happen here. Chigakonkwo gains a first, and now Hopkins has room up the left sideline. Steven Nelson missed the tackle on a dive. Tennessee even with a chance to go for 6 here with one last play, but Joey Bosa gonna shut them down and force Tennessee to settle for the field goal here at the end of the half, but that will give them the lead right before we get to the break. Now, I did accidentally skip the halftime report here, but we'll hop right into the second with a run from Isaiah Spiller, who continues to have himself a really strong game. Play action. Dugan, incomplete into the flat for Keenan Allen. I mean, this guy is starting to evade without any pressure. I mean, just needs to calm down a little bit, and we're gonna be forced into a 3-and-out here to start the half. The beautiful play and run defense by Al-Shaair, and on the other end, Derrick Henry getting upfield in a hurry and getting past the first down marker. From 47, Levis is incomplete. Joey Bosa in coverage once again, but this time it worked out for us. Levis to his left has a man on the run, Chigakonkwo. Tight end getting involved here these last couple of drives. Give to Henry. Eric Kendricks right there to stop him up. I mean, he's been honestly a really good run defender for us. Derrick Henry, as you can see, already over 100 yards in this game. Still plenty of time to go. And he adds on to it here with his 20th carry already. Levis has all the time he needs. Gets Derrick Henry for a gain of 5. Big package for the Titans. Henry on the pitch, and beautiful defense played by Tuli Tuipulotu on the edge. Keep him for no gain. Will Levis rolling out, hit as he throws, and it's out of the back of the end zone. Tennessee will be forced to settle for 3 and keep this a 1-possession game. Give to Eckler. He'll gain a couple, bringing up 3rd down. Don't want to go 3-and-out here. Need a first down, and the most dependable guy that we've got on the roster, Keenan Allen, comes through for us. Spiller checks back in. Usually that means good things, and here it does again. What a game for Isaiah Spiller. Austin Eckler gains 3 there, and even like Austin Eckler is not having a bad game. He averaging 5 yards a carry, but it just is seeming a lot worse than what we're seeing from Isaiah Spiller. What a throwaway from Dugan there. Even though both backs are having good days, and Dugan, though, just not loving how quick he is to evade, especially to his left, where I feel like it's a lot harder to make plays. Rolling to the weak side. Levis, downfield, it is broken up. Antoine Portis had that injury earlier in the game, but he is just fine. Levis has a man. It's Traylon Burks, but it is no good for the Titans, so they'll be forced to punt it away. A massive loss to start the drive. Austin Eckler tackled in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Dugan past the first down marker. He's got Keenan Allen once more. Both his receptions today coming here in the third quarter. Would love to get him more involved than he has been so far. He and Jerry Dupree both not really involved in the game plan much here today. Or at least Dugan's not. Looking for him downfield. 3rd and 9. Dugan will scramble. He'll be caught a yard short. We should go for it here, but we won't. A little bit of a cowardly move, especially considering that we couldn't even back him up inside the 20 there. Madden really needs to fix their punting, man. How many years has the AI been unable to punt in that part of the field? Just a 20-yard punt, really? 3rd and 10 for Tennessee. Joey Bosa in pursuit. He gets to the quarterback. Tuipulotu cleans it up. And Tennessee off the field in a hurry. Dugan once again just getting skittish. And it's incomplete. That time there was some pressure though, to be fair, but hang in there for just a little bit. And you'll get more plays like that is what I was going to say, but it's a drop from Jerry Dupree, man. Not what you want to see. I know he hasn't been getting a lot of opportunities today, but you got to make the most of them, as DeAndre Hopkins has in this game for sure. Seems like every time he's targeted, he's hauling it in, going deep, and it is broken up. Derwin James and Asante Samuel Jr. are two best defensive backs. Good binding for the stop. 2nd down. And broken up again, Antoine Portis. This time, the defender making the play. Levis evading and forced to throw it away on 3rd down. The defense comes up with another stop. Defense been trying to keep us in this second half, but offense has not come up with a score yet. Spiller breaking tackles. Gaining 5. 2nd down. Eckler into the game. He gets the carry. Stopped up for no gain. So we've got 3rd and 5. It's over the middle to Josh Palmer. He's got catch and run yardage up to the 46-yard line. Daniel Lopez, come on. Man, can we stop with these injuries to like our best players? He's headed to the locker room. That's not a good sign. Eckler, 7 yards on that attempt. Brings up 2nd down, and now he's got a big opening to the left side of the field. Inside the 30, a big-time run from Eckler. Here he gets another carry. Very run-heavy. Gaining 4. We become kind of Tennessee Titans-ish here with how much we're giving it to the backs here. He loses all 4 yards he just gained. 3rd and 10 from the 28-yard line. In field goal range. Don't want to take a sack. Well, we're not going to if we're running the ball. What kind of call is that? You just lost. You called that game, the exact same play to the other end, and you just lost 4 yards. Why are you running it again? Why are you running at all on 3rd and 10? That's the most conservative BS I've ever seen. What is that? Pressure from Leonard Williams forcing the throwaway there. I still can't believe that 3rd down play call. You literally just ran the same play to the other end and lost 4, but you're like, yeah, let's run it on 3rd and 10. Oh my goodness. Luckily, our defense is absolutely bailing us out in this second half. We just ran that play again. Stop it. You ran it 3 plays in a row for a total of -8 yards. Goodness heck, man. What is going on with this playbook out of nowhere? 3rd and 8. Dugan. Gonna be called up if we punt this ball right now. Oh my gosh, dude. You're kidding me. What is going on with this team? A punt on 4th and 1. A punt on 4th and inches. We might be getting a bailout call there. A run on 3rd and 10. I guess Madden's going to give us a makeup call for all the BS. How much it screwed us over these last couple of drives. And now there's a big hole for Austin Eckler. Should get him up towards 100. He'll be up to 97 yards. I seriously can't believe this play calling right now, man. And the decisions to go for it and not. Most conservative crap I've ever seen. That was not conservative, but it was an incomplete pass on 3rd down. So we'll have to settle for 3 here, tying this one up at 20 apiece. 2:48 remain. Tennessee back with the ball. Feels like, ironically, despite the fact that Tennessee's been up, that Henry's carries have kind of slowed down here in the second half. And here, stopped up by J.P. Williams. 3rd and 6. Levis has a man. It's Derrick Henry out of the backfield for a first down, his 3rd reception today. Now we're after the 2-minute warning. Levis to the flats. It is broken up by Derwin James. Back to pass again. Levis going downfield. It is incomplete for Sharpton. I thought for sure that was a completed pass, but instead we've got 3rd and 10. Levis rolling left, going deep, and has a man wide open. It's Chigakonkwo. No defender in sight. Levis through a rope, running to his left. Just not a great defensive call for what they had. And we get burned for it. The Tennessee Titans are now in field goal range. It's not a chippy, especially in these rain conditions. You might get a miss. But I'd call it unlikely here. So we're burning our timeouts as we should be. And we'll be getting a 49-yard field goal attempt for the lead here. Under a minute left, and it is good. Shields, the lefty, putting it up and in. So, can Max Duggan and the offense come back and tie or take the lead? 45 seconds and 1 timeout. Big play over the middle to start it off. It is Deshaun Dent. No timeout used here. We're down to 24. Snap the ball, please. Let's play with some urgency here. And then, why would you throw that ball? That's such a terrible play call. And then we're going to call time. We're going to wait until there's 5 seconds left to call the timeout. We just threw this game away on a stupid 5-yard dump off. 1 play left. I can't believe how terrible this game is, man. You don't throw a 5-yard dump off with 20 seconds left, man. Oh, right over the middle. You just don't. You shouldn't even have a receiver there. Ultimately, we lose the game. Terrible decisions across the board. Chargers fans having maybe some nightmares from the Staley era with some of these horrific calls. Duggan goes 50%. Eckler just under 100 yards, but Spiller adds 79. Duggan with 24 as well. Deshaun Dent by far the favorite target today. Priya only had that 1 catch for 5 yards. And Keenan, with how involved those two had been under Justin Herbert, you got to imagine they're not happy with that kind of performance, how much they were targeted today. After the game, we'd find out, even just to throw salt in the wound, that Daniel Lopez is out for 5 weeks. Why can't we have anything good, man? Come on. Why? 5 weeks for why? Ugh. This is really starting to get under my skin here, our lack of injury luck here. Luckily, with that 6th week being the bye week, we'll get both those guys back at the same week. We'd end up getting an offer here that I like for Josh Palmer. The only team offering a 4th was the Bucks. So, Josh Palmer, you're the newest Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Fast forward here to week 5, we got this matchup against Cincinnati, and they are taking us to the woodshed before that last second touchdown to end the first half. But we've come back here in this game. It's 14-21 heading into the 4th. Cincinnati makes it a 2-possession game once more. We'll see how this game plays out if we need to hop into it, but it looks like Cincinnati's got control of this one. So we drop 2 straight here to begin the episode, 1 game remaining. I was really looking forward to this Cincinnati game when it was supposed to be Burrow versus Herbert, of course, from the same class, but the football gods would not allow this. Dugan hasn't been playing terrible. Was pretty good today in simulation, just not good enough. Isaiah Spiller gets a touchdown. Dupree back on top with a really productive day after just 1 catch for 5 yards last time out, although he did get a touchdown. However, his touchdown streak ends with this one, despite being quite productive. So our last game here of the episode will be a divisional matchup against the Raiders. I think going 2 episodes of 3 weeks per episode is about the right pace to do these non-Justin Herbert episodes. We've got a 14-all game as we head to the second half. Vegas scores a touchdown, and that makes it 21-14 here. Make that 28-14 with an early score to start the 4th. Los Angeles was gonna score, but we turned the ball over in the red zone. With another chance, here we go. We've got to get a stop here. We're down by 7, 2:18 left. Let's hop in and finish this game. See if we can't get a stop here on 3rd down and get a touchdown here to end the game off. Gardner Minshew gonna get sacked by Joey Bosa. He's been clutch for us late in these ball games. Max Dugan incomplete. Can see he's got 162 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick in this game. Delayed give to Eckler on 2nd and 10. Gets us to the 2-minute warning. Dugan all alone here on 3rd and 5. Going to the seam, and it's caught by Jerry Dupree. Makes the grab, all going to the ground. His 4th catch today. Over 50 yards receiving. Dugan evading left, and luckily got that one off. If that one was sacked, probably the end of the game. He was going backwards far too long there. Miscommunication on 2nd down. I think Dugan thought he was going to continue breaking in. Instead, he stopped. So 3rd and 10. It's another seam ball to Jerry Dupree. Almost identical to the last 3rd down play. Both plays worked to perfection. We've got 1st and goal from the 9. Under a minute left to play. Check down to Eckler's no good. 47 seconds on the clock for 2nd and goal. To give to Spiller. He'll gain a few. That will take some time off the clock. It is 4-down territory, so we don't need it here, but you'd certainly like to score. Dugan rolling right, and he's got a man. It's Quentin Johnson in the end zone, and this game is an extra point away from being tied. Under 30 seconds left. What a play. Rolling out, throw it into a bunch of traffic. And Quentin Johnson was just the first one there. He hauls it in for the touchdown. But oh no, we're not going for that extra point. Coach Harbaugh wants to win this right here, right now, and Dugan is taken down on the sack. Michael Pierce, somebody that I really wanted to sign in free agency, he just wasn't interested enough in the team. Goes to a division rival, and all but ends this game unless we can recover this onside kick. And it's recovered by Las Vegas, but it's fumbled right back into the hands of another Vegas player. So that's going to end this game. A heartbreaker there. I don't mind the aggressiveness to go for either the win or the loss there by going for two. And then even the onside recovery had a second of drama on it, but very close game in the division. The Raiders come out on top, and we drop all 3 games of the episode. They were hard-fought games for sure. The Bengals game wasn't close, but the other 2, I think this team played very competitively and didn't let the fact that they had the backup quarterback stop them. Dugan's actually, not playing poor football by any means. Above expectation for a backup for sure. Dupree leads us in receiving again, 5 for 82 and a score. 2 touchdowns on the day for Quentin Johnston. You love to see it. He's been a great asset for us in the red zone with that size. 2 sacks today for Joey Bosa, 1.5 for Williams, the veteran defensive lineman leading us, and a veteran in the backfield as well with the interception. So let's finish off today on a positive note despite going 0-3 with some upgrades, starting with our temporary QB1. Tyron Aldridge, pass protecting depth tackle here. Will help him just a little bit more with that pass protection. Nick Neiman will give a field general upgrade too. Pretty good upgrade for our depth linebacker. Most of our upgrades here are for backups. We see Trey Pickens here as starter. Going to help his pass protection. And then Jerry Dupree should get himself an ability here with 80 overall, and he does, as well as +2 deep route, which is really nice. Gets him to 80 there, with all of his route runnings hovering around that 80 overall mark. He's a stud, and it continues to have a strong rookie campaign. The Chargers from 3-0 to 3-3 in the episode, dropping us to tied with the Raiders, and of course with their victory over us, they have the tiebreaker. And I can't wait. We got one more episode. Both these guys will be out, especially, missing Justin Herbert, though Daniel Lopez, of course, a very talented lineman. We'll be happy to have him back as well. We've got 2 games and the bye week coming up. We'll do those in the next episode, and then we'll get our guys back, which I am very excited for. Don't love losing 3 straight, but maybe we could pick up a win next episode. That'll be the goal. And I will see you then.